Escalators are more than just a convenience. In some places, they're engineering marvels that stretch to incredible lengths. From subway systems deep underground to mountainside transport systems, these are the top 15 longest escalators in the world. Number 15. The Myel Shopping Mall in Frankfurt, Germany. The Myel Shopping Mall in Frankfurt, Germany can be found on Ziel, which is Frankfurt's main shopping street. It's a place that's known for its futuristic design, with a striking glass facade on the front that forms a shimmering vortex. The venue opened its doors in 2009 and has since become a landmark in the city with a design that emphasizes openness and natural light. The mall itself is a pretty busy place, featuring a wide range of retail stores and restaurants with an area of over 830,000 square feet. It's got both international luxury brands and local boutiques. So, keeping with that theme, the main escalator here is virtually an experience in its own right, stretching for a length of around 150 feet or 45 meters. It holds the record for being the longest freestanding indoor escalator in Europe. It passes through several floors of the mall, offering riders a unique perspective of the interior architecture, and this feature is particularly popular with tourists who enjoy its integration into the design of the mall. It connects the ground floor to the fourth floor in one continuous stretch, eliminating the need for intermediate stops. And beyond its functional importance, the escalator has become a favorite spot for photography and social media people. With the modern lines and sleek design where the light and shadows are created by the glass facade, it makes for an awesome image. The escalator is a great example of how the mall blends functionality with aesthetics. Number 14. Angel Station in London. Angel Station in the borough of Islington is one of the most well-known stations in the London Underground for its unique features. Serving the Northern Line, it connects commuters to one of London's most vibrant areas. From the historic Camden Passage Market to the thriving nightlife along Upper Street, the station plays a vital role in connecting locals and tourists to the heart of Islington. The escalator at Angel Station is by far the longest at any London Underground station, at around 200 feet or 60 meters, with a vertical rise of 90 feet or 27 meters. It was opened in 1992 as part of a significant refurbishment project. This escalator was installed to modernize the station and improve passenger flow. Its length and steep incline provide a unique experience for passengers. Riding it is almost like a little mini journey in itself, offering a moment of reflection or observation as the surroundings gradually come into view. Originally built in 1901 as part of the City and South London Railway, Angel Station featured narrow platforms that struggled to handle increasing passenger numbers. The redevelopment dealt with that issue by widening the northbound platform and relocating access points. That transformation allowed the station to accommodate modern demands. The escalator at Angel Station isn't just a practical solution to the depth of it, but also a technological achievement. It's designed to operate efficiently and safely under the pressure of constant use. Its size does make maintenance a challenge, though, and any downtime can significantly impact the station's operations. To minimize disruptions, though, Transport for London uses state-of-the-art systems and regularly schedules inspections to ensure the escalator remains in the best condition. Number 13. Vostraskogen Station in Stockholm, Sweden. Vostraskogen Station, which is in the Solna municipality of Stockholm in Sweden, is a key part of the metro system there, which is known as the Tunnelbana. Serving the Blue Line, this station has become known for its important location, but also for being the home of the longest escalator in Sweden. The station's name, Vostraskogen, translates to Western Forest in reference to its surroundings at the time of construction. It was opened in 1975 and is a deep underground station at 108 feet or 33 meters below ground level. Its depth required the construction of an extensive escalator system to enable access between the surface and the platforms, and among these is an escalator that measures 220 feet or 67 meters in length. It's so long that it's become a defining feature of the station, and people go there just to ride it. The Stockholm Metro has a reputation for being the world's longest art gallery, and Vostraskogen features a minimalist design with a monochromatic blue and gray color scheme. This understated look, further enhanced by the length and symmetry of the escalators, this makes for a natural focal point for visitors. Functionally, the long escalator here is a critical link for the station's high volume of people. The station connects the two branches of the Blue Line, making it a major interchange point. Its capacity to handle large numbers of people efficiently is essential for maintaining smooth operations. Number 12. Wheaten Station, Washington, D.C. The Wheaten Station, which is in Montgomery County, Maryland, just outside of Washington, D.C., is a key station on the Washington Metro's Red Line. Opened in 1990, this station has become famous for being home to the longest escalator in the Western Hemisphere, which is an amazing achievement. The station features a relatively simple design with a single island platform, but its depth meant that the escalator needed to be 230 feet or 70 meters long, with a vertical rise of over 115 feet or 35 meters. It takes around 2 minutes and 45 seconds to ride from top to bottom, making it a unique and memorable experience. It connects the station's entrance at street level to its platforms underground, which are at a depth of about 120 feet or about 37 meters. When the station was built, the geology and urban layout of the area did pose some challenges that required innovative solutions, and instead of just going for elevators, designers chose to install a record-breaking escalator, making the station an efficient transit hub while creating a distinctive experience. Maintenance of such a long escalator is no small feat. It requires regular inspections, lubrications, and repairs to ensure smooth functioning and passenger safety. Downtime for this critical infrastructure can create significant bottlenecks, with only elevators as the alternative, which are unable to transport anywhere near as many people. For first-time visitors, the seemingly endless ride can be both exciting and slightly intimidating. This escalator has become an unexpected tourist attraction for those interested in unique infrastructure, and it's even been featured in TV shows, documentaries, and social media posts celebrating the quirks of urban transit. Number 11. Namest Metro Station in Prague in the Czech Republic. Namest Metro Station, which is in the city of Prague in Czechia, is one of the most interesting stations in the Prague metro system. It lies on Line A, the Green Line, and its central location makes it a convenient stop for residents. The station has, though, become famous for its incredibly long escalator, which is not only the longest in Prague, but also the longest in the European Union. The name Namest Metro translates to Peace Square, and the station's located beneath the square of the same name, which is home to the Neo-Gothic Church of St. Ludmila. The escalator here measures 285 feet or 87 meters in length, with a vertical rise of around 142 feet or 43 meters. It is a fast-moving one too, so the ride on this escalator takes about 2 minutes, providing passengers with a surreal sense of descending into the depths of the earth. The need for such a long escalator is of course because of the station's depth, at 174 feet or 53 meters below ground. This extreme depth was needed because of the geology of the area and because the metro line had to be built beneath existing infrastructure and natural obstacles. The escalator was put in 1978 and had to be carefully designed to withstand the high volume of commuters. Over the years, it's undergone several upgrades to improve its safety and efficiency and passenger comfort, while routine maintenance makes sure it'll last as long as possible without needing to be replaced. Despite being more than 45 years old, the escalator is still expected to continue in use for another decade at least. It's such an unusual sight that it's not uncommon to see tourists pausing at the top or bottom to take photos and just to take it all in as they look at the perspective of the long, sloping passageway. Number 10. Khatik Metro Station in Baku, Azerbaijan. The Khatik Metro Station in the city of Baku is one of the main stations in the Baku network. As part of the Red Line, it's named after the 16th century Azerbaijani poet Shah Ismail Khatik, and has become a landmark in its own right. The station uses elements of Azerbaijani culture, blending modern elements with traditional motifs, and the surrounding area is one of Baku's most dynamic districts. The escalators at the Khatik station are the longest in the Baku Metro and are crucial to its operation. Measuring over 207 feet or 63 meters in length, these escalators provide a smooth and efficient means of moving passengers between the station's deep underground platforms. With a vertical rise of nearly 98 feet or 30 meters, the escalators take passengers on a journey that lasts just under 2 minutes. Like many metro systems in post-Soviet cities, the Baku Metro was designed with an emphasis on resilience, often requiring stations to be built at considerable depth to protect against potential natural disasters or other threats. Over the years, these escalators have become a defining feature of the station and a symbol of the ambitious design of the wider metro system of Baku. The length and steep incline of the escalators provides passengers with a surprising view of the shaft, which is brightly lit and designed with geometric patterns that enhance its visuals. For many visitors and first-time users, the ride can feel almost cinematic, as the walls seem to stretch endlessly, creating a sense of scale that's impressive and slightly surreal. Number 9. Hangan Escalator in Chongqing, China. The Hangan Escalator, located in China, is an engineering feat and one of the longest outdoor escalators in Asia. This piece of infrastructure is both a practical transportation solution and a popular attraction, drawing locals and tourists to experience it for themselves. The area surrounding the escalator is a hub of activity. With the metro station, Chongqing Railway, and numerous shops and restaurants nearby, this location makes the escalator a key link in the city's transportation system. Measuring about 367 feet or 112 meters in length, this escalator has a vertical rise of 173 feet or 52.7 meters, making it one of the longest single-section escalators in the world. The ride takes about 2 minutes and 30 seconds to complete, providing a smooth and effortless connection between the 2 points. The escalator was first opened in 1996 as a solution to the city's unique topography. Chongqing, which is also known as Mountain City, is built on a steep ground, and the escalator was built to ease the movement of people between the lower and upper parts. Riding the escalator is an experience. The length and steep incline create an amazing visual perspective, with the top or bottom seemingly almost impossibly far away during the ride. The escalator is enclosed within a tunnel which is well lit and ventilated to ensure it's a comfortable ride, and while it was originally designed purely for practical purposes, the escalator has since become a point of interest for tourists. Over the years, the escalator has been upgraded to ensure safety and efficiency, with modern tech added to its design, and emergency stop buttons, anti-slip surfaces, and regular maintenance schedules are just a few measures in place to ensure a smooth and safe experience for passengers. Number 8. Rustavi Metro Station in Tbilisi, Georgia. Rustavi Metro Station, which is in the heart of Tbilisi and Georgia, is one of the busiest stations in the city's network. Opened in 1966, it's one of the oldest stations in the metro system, and its design features have a blend of Soviet-era aesthetics and traditional Georgian motifs, creating an environment that pays homage to the country's history. Named after the famous Georgian poet Shota Rustaveli, the station serves one of Tbilisi's most vibrant districts, including Rustaveli Avenue, which is a major road that's lined with theaters, museums, shops, and restaurants. Popular destinations such as the Georgian National Museum, the Tbilisi Opera and Ballet Theater, and Freedom Square are all within walking distance. It therefore handles tens of thousands of people a day, particularly during busy times of the year, and what most people remember of it is its surprisingly long escalator. The one at Rustavi Metro Station is around 394 feet or 120 meters in length, with a vertical rise of over 197 feet or 60 meters. This makes it the longest escalator in the country, but also a defining feature of the station itself. The steep incline and extreme length of the escalator are pretty impressive, with it being an essential feature of the station moving people through. The need for such a long escalator came from the design of the station, which is located about 200 feet below ground, and it's one of the deepest stations in the Tbilisi metro system. Deep metro stations were often designed to double as bomb shelters during the Cold War, and Rustaveli is a prime example of this. Riding the escalator here is an experience. The length and incline create a tunnel-like effect, offering a sense of isolation from the busy city above. And for many visitors, the ride becomes a moment of quiet reflection, or an opportunity to appreciate the station's unique engineering and design. Moving on to number 7, Sekeci Metro Station in Turkey. Sekeci Metro Station is in Istanbul, and it's one of the most important transport hubs in the city. It can be found near the historic Sekeci district on the European side of Istanbul, and the station plays a vital role connecting tourists and locals. While it's important for its location, the station is most known for its long escalator, which is the longest in Istanbul, measuring around 207 feet or 63 meters in length, with a vertical rise of about 82 feet or 25 meters. Its length makes it one of the most important features of the station, offering both functionality and a unique experience for those who use it daily or visit for the first time. The need to construct metro infrastructure underground in a city with such a rich history presented some engineering challenges when designers first started planning it. This required the inclusion of long escalators that bridge the considerable distance between the street level and the platforms below. And it had to be done in a way to support the urban density and complex geology of Istanbul, which is a city that straddles 2 continents and is rich with ancient landmarks. The length and steepness of the escalator create a dramatic visual, with a long, well-lit tunnel drawing the eye upwards or downwards depending on the direction, and the station's design incorporates modern architectural elements including clean lines and polished surfaces, but with traditional Turkish elements too. Beyond its practical purpose, the escalator has become a subtle yet significant part of the station's identity. For tourists, it provides a memorable moment in their journey, as they often descend into the depths of the station on their way to explore the other Istanbul landmarks. Along with its functional importance, the escalator represents Istanbul's commitment to blending modern infrastructure with its history. The city's metro system, including Serkechi Station, has expanded significantly over the years to meet needs of its growing population while preserving its rich heritage. And the long escalator here is a good example of this balance, integrating cutting-edge engineering into the foundations of such an ancient city. Number 6. Park Pobedi Metro Station, Moscow, Russia. The Park Pobedi Metro Station is located in Moscow, and it's an example of the city's advanced metro system, which is known for its efficiency. Opened in 2003, the station is one of the deepest in Moscow, and it's renowned for its extraordinary escalators, which are among the longest in the world. The station is located near several important landmarks, including Victory Park and the Museum of the Great Patriotic War, and it's a convenient transit point for those exploring the city's history and culture. With office buildings and plenty more nearby, it was important to have a station there, and one that could handle large volumes of people. But for this to be possible, a radical design was needed. These escalators are approximately 413 feet or 126 meters long, with a vertical rise of 208 feet or 63.4 meters. This makes them the longest escalators in Europe and one of the longest in the world. The platforms are located 276 feet or 84 meters below ground, making it one of the deepest stations in the Moscow Metro and one of the deepest in the world. Its depth was a deliberate design choice influenced by the Soviet era of the constructing metro stations that could double as bomb shelters. While riding them here at Park Pobedi is often described as a mesmerizing experience, passengers traveling on these escalators will see sweeping views of the station's interior with its high ceilings and distinctive design. The station's name, which translates to Victory Park, is a tribute to the Soviet victory in World War II, and its architectural design features reflect this theme. The escalators themselves were state-of-the-art when they were installed. Designed to handle the high volume of passengers that pass through the station each day, they're equipped with modern safety features too. The Moscow Metro is known for its reliability, and the escalators here are crucial to this. Despite their impressive size and depth, they operate with precision, moving thousands of people efficiently every day. Number 5. The Khatik Metro Station in Kiev, Ukraine. Khatik Metro Station, which is in Kiev, is one of the city's most important and busiest metro stations. It's on the Red Line, where the station serves as a busy transit hub, connecting passengers to the bustling Khatik Street, Kiev's main boulevard, key government buildings, cultural landmarks, and commercial areas. The station is not only a functional part of the city's public transport system, but it is also a cultural landmark. Opened in 1960, the station was a product of the Soviet-era vision of grandeur and public infrastructure. It was constructed during a period when metro systems were designed to serve dual purposes, as efficient transit systems and as potential bomb shelters. That dual-purpose approach influenced the station's depth, which lies at around 151 feet or 46 meters underground. This deep location of the station meant that the construction of a long escalator was needed, and this one has since become one of its most notable features. The escalator here stretches for 285 feet or 87 meters, with a steep incline that transports passengers smoothly between street level. The ride takes about 2 minutes, providing commuters with a moment of quiet as they reach the depths of the station. For many, this long escalator is a favorite part of the daily commute, while for first-time visitors, it often becomes a memorable experience. With thousands of passengers passing through each day, the escalators were designed not only for capacity but also durability. Beyond the practical use here, this long escalator is a visual highlight. As passengers ride the escalator, they're immersed in a space that blends functionality with artistry, showcasing Kiev's unique architectural heritage. Its proximity to Khatik Street, Independence Square, and other cultural landmarks make it a gateway for those exploring Kiev's historic and modern attractions. And today, they remain a reminder of Kiev's historical legacy, while continuing to serve as an integral part of the city's transportation infrastructure. Number 4. Admiralteskaya Metro Station in St Petersburg, Russia. The Admiralteskaya Metro Station in Russia is a great example of modern engineering and an important part of the city's network. Found on Line 5 of the St. Petersburg Metro, this station is known for its depth and exceptionally long escalator. It was opened in 2011 after decades of planning and construction, making it one of the newest additions to the metro system. Admiralteskaya Metro Station is one of the deepest metro stations in the world at 282 feet or 86 meters below the surface. This extreme depth required the construction of one of the longest escalators, a feature that's become synonymous with this station. It's an impressive 453 feet or 138 meters in length, and it takes nearly 3 minutes to complete a one-way journey. Its steep incline and sheer scale make it a unique experience for passengers, and it's a bit of an attraction in its own right. Passengers descending into the depths of the station are treated to a strange perspective as the escalator stretches out endlessly beneath them. The tunnel is brightly lit and well maintained, creating a safe environment for the thousands of commuters and tourists who pass through each day. But for first-time visitors, the ride is often described as both fascinating and slightly surreal, showing how unusual this escalator really is. The station's name and design pay homage to the nearby Admiralty building, one of the city's most famous landmarks, and it ensures the connection between the metro and St. Petersburg's rich history. Admiralteyskaya's strategic location makes it a vital hub for residents and visitors. It's an essential part of the city's efforts to manage the growing demands of urban transportation, while also preserving its historical charm. Number 3. The Chernyshevskaya Metro Station in St. Petersburg. The Chernyshevskaya Metro Station in Russia is another significant part of the city's expansive metro network. Named after the leading 19th century Russian philosopher and revolutionary Nikolai, the station is an essential transit hub that serves commuters and visitors. It was opened in 1958 as part of the Line 1 and is situated in the center of St. Petersburg. Its location makes it a convenient point of access for various cultural and historical landmarks as well as residential and commercial areas. However, what makes the station unusual is its incredible depth and the long escalator that transport passengers from the surface. It's one of the deepest stations in St. Petersburg, around 233 feet or 71 meters underground. To connect the surface to the underground platform efficiently, the station's equipped with a long escalator that covers a distance of 453 feet or 138 meters and a ride that takes about 3 minutes. The station's overall design is again the type of design that's typical of Soviet-era metro architecture. This station features clean lines, marble walls, and elegant lighting that enhances the experience for passengers. The station's design creates an atmosphere of dignity and reflection, blending practicality with culture. The long escalator here is a vital part of the station's functionality and a point of fascination for those who use it. The escalator serves as a gateway to several significant landmarks, including the historic Litny Prospect and cultural institutions such as theaters and museums. The station's closeness to residential areas also makes it a crucial link for locals commuting to work, school, or leisure activities. For tourists, this metro station offers a chance to experience the unique charm of St. Petersburg Metro. The station's connection to Nikolai Chernyshevsky also adds a layer of history and cultural importance, making it far more than just a station. Number 2. Ploshchad Lenina Metro System in St. Petersburg. So let's stay in St. Petersburg for another one of the city's most important stations and part of the historic metro network, which is also known as Line 1. It serves as a critical transportation hub connecting commuters to the city center and its surrounding areas. The station was opened in 1958 as part of the northern extension of the St. Petersburg Metro and was in keeping with the efficient design and artistic style that had become known for. It's located near the Finland Station, this railway terminal where Vladimir Lenin returned from exile in 1917. Ploshchad Lenina carries significant historical and cultural weight. Its name, which translates to Lenin Square, reflects this historical connection. It's located around 233 feet below ground level, making it one of the deepest in the world. This depth again was necessary due to St. Petersburg's challenging geology, which includes a high water table, numerous rivers, and marshy terrain. The escalator there measures about 453 feet or 138 meters in length and has a vertical rise of 230 feet or 70 meters. Riding the escalator is a strange experience. Passengers find themselves in a brightly lit tunnel as they lower or rise through the station's depths. The escalator's smooth operation ensures a comfortable ride, and its length provides plenty of time for passengers to take in the design. The escalator is an example of beautiful engineering constructed during the Soviet era. It was designed to handle the high volume of passengers passing through the station daily. In line with the style from that time, the station features marble-clad walls, elaborate lighting fixtures, and mosaics that pay tribute to Lenin and the revolutionary era. This combination of practical engineering and cultural expression has made the station a point of pride for locals and a point of interest for visitors. For tourists, visiting here is a chance to engage with St. Petersburg history and culture, and the combination of the station's depth, the long escalator, and historical importance make it a fascinating stop for those interested in urban design and the legacy of the Soviet era. Many visitors take the opportunity to step back and take in the sheer scale and elegance of the station, along with the context of its connection to Lenin and the Russian Revolution. Number 1. The Central Mid-Level Escalator in Hong Kong. The Central Mid-Levels Escalator and Walkway system in Hong Kong is an important piece of urban infrastructure. This outdoor escalator system, which is the longest in the world, covers a total length of 2,625 feet or 800 meters, and across this distance it covers a vertical rise of about 443 feet or 135 meters. First opened in 1993, this escalator system was developed as part of Hong Kong's efforts to address the city's steep terrain and densely populated environment. The steep slopes of Hong Kong Island make traditional road networks and pedestrian paths challenging, especially for those commuting between the business hub and the elevated residential areas. The system is made up of a total of 20 escalators and 3 moving walkways, making it one of the most complex systems of its kind. It's aligned with key streets such as Cochrane Street, Shelley Street, and Mosque Street, ensuring accessibility to various commercial, residential, and entertainment centers. One of the unique features of this system is its directional schedule. In the morning, the escalators run downhill from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. to help the flow of commuters heading to work. After 10 a.m., the direction switches to uphill, catering to residents returning home or visitors exploring the mid-levels and its attractions. The journey on this escalator takes approximately 20 minutes to cover its full length, although most users hop off and on at various points along the route. Along the way, riders have access to countless shops, restaurants, cafes, and landmarks, making the escalator system not just a means of transport, but also an integral part of the neighborhood's social and economic life. Visitors here often use it as a convenient way to explore the mid-levels, Soho, and other popular districts. Soho, in particular, is known for its mix of dining and nightlife, and the escalator provides direct access to that area. Despite the obvious benefits, though, the central mid-levels escalator system has faced some criticism and challenges. Maintenance and technical issues are occasionally disrupting service, highlighting the need for ongoing investment in infrastructure. And the system's popularity sometimes leads to overcrowding during peak hours and needs careful management to ensure a smooth flow of pedestrians. Even with those issues, though, the escalator system remains an important component of Hong Kong's transportation network, and it's a symbol of the city's leading approach to urban planning. Its success has inspired similar projects in other cities around the world, showcasing the potential of pedestrian-based infrastructure in dense urban environments. Thanks for taking the stairs, everybody. I'll see you next time. Thank you to our channel members.